I've been in this business for around a year and a half.
Hi everyone, my name is Darian Hill. I'm 22 years young, entrepreneur from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've been a part of Trade House Investment Group for the past 2.5 years.
And my name is Sydney Jones. I'm 24 years young from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I've actually been a part of Trade House Investment Group for 3 years now.
Alright, so what is Trade House Investment Group and what does it consist of?
So I'll take that one, you guys. So Trade House Investment Group is an investment group that promotes, teaches about the foreign exchange market, the cryptocurrency market, as well as e-commerce. And what we do is we're a network of individuals, like-minded individuals, and we really just mentor each other and guide each other on how to be successful in investing in these different markets.
So what should people expect when joining?
I'll take that one. So when joining Trade House Investment Group, one thing for sure I would encourage everyone to expect is an overall great experience, right? You're going to meet some amazing people, but more importantly, you get to increase your finances in ways you could never imagine. I mean, coming into this space, it's revolutionary almost, simply because the access that you have, the people that you're exposed to, and be able to take you places in life that really you may have never thought you'd be able to go to in such short periods of time, right? So again, coming back into Trade House Investment Group, I would say to you, just expect to get a great experience, be around loving people that are going to encourage, empower you, and be prepared to make a lot of money.
Why did you choose to be a part of the Trade House Investment Group?
So the reason I chose to be a part of Trade House Investment Group was initially because I saw other people doing it and I saw a lot of the wealth that they were able to bring forth. Somebody who brought me in by the name of Brianna Moncrief, I saw her posting, she was making money on her phone. I'm like, I don't like to work. I don't want to, because I was never the type to work. I always got fired from every job I've ever been on. So when I actually saw her being able to bring in a source of income from her cellular device, I was like, let me hop on, and that was initially why I got started.
In your opinion, what are some common misconceptions towards Forex and what is your response to them?
So, in my opinion, in my experience being a part of this, one misconception is that I hear a lot is that Forex is an actual group, which is false. They're like, oh, you do Forex or you're in Forex, but I need you guys to know that the foreign exchange market is a financial market, and so it's not like we're in it. It's not like it's a group. It's something that is can be used by anybody and everybody, whether you're in Trade House or not. And so just know that foreign exchange, we call it Forex for short, is actually a financial market. Another misconception when it comes to the educational platform that we use in particular, which is iMastery Academy, they think about it as like, oh, well, you just trying to get people, you just trying to recruit people, but they don't understand that it's actual education. We all went to, middle school, we was just talking about it earlier, some of us went to college, you pay for that education, and this is the same way. It's not like, oh, we just trying to get you in. Literally presenting the best of the best education when it comes to learning about this information and learning about this market. I really think those are like the top two. Could you guys think about any other misconceptions besides the Forex group and the IM Academy, like, what it actually provides? Anything else?
No.
The only other thing I could think of is a misconception people have is, before they're even in it, just everything that they believe it is to be instead of getting educated on it, right? I see a lot of people sometimes ask people that haven't had success with investing in Forex rather than asking people who have had success. And I think that's a little bit backwards, because I know if, I was looking to go to the NBA, right, which is the equivalent of looking to make a lot of money investing, I wouldn't want to ask, my uncle, right? I want to go to LeBron James, right? Because he's gotten that success. So I think that's one misconception a lot of people do, that, getting information sometimes from the wrong resources.
In my opinion, I think people have a big misconception of the Zoom calls. So what are the purpose of the Zoom calls, and are the Zoom calls mandatory?
So to answer that question, Zoom calls are not mandatory, right? They are not required, and the reason why I say that is because no one's required to do anything. It's just a matter of your willingness to learn, right? Because I say that the purpose and the importance of the Zoom trainings, the Zoom calls, is simply for you to get educated, right? Understand there's nothing in life that you can accurately do without properly being educated first, right? You wouldn't want to, go to war without being educated on war strategies, right? And so you don't want to go into financial war, right, with investing without being educated. So these Zoom trainings are actually going to allow you to receive information that you won't receive anywhere else. And it's coming from people that have taken the information from I Am Mastery Academy, utilized it, and are very experienced and versatile with that education to make it more understandable for you, right? Because everyone doesn't have the same learning curve. So whereas, this person or that person, they may get the education very, well from the academy, I may have a more difficult time learning. But on the Zoom calls, on the Zoom trainings, it's broken down and it's catered to me and my understanding. So that's the purpose of it, and it's not required, but from the sound of that, you would want to be enticed to actually get on it so that you can learn.
I want to piggyback off that as well. We're global, so we have so many different time zones, people from all over the world. So we have to have multiple Zoom trainings to be able to accommodate for all of those different people.
For the people that are already a part of Trade House Investment Group, what would your advice to them be to consistently grow in the business?
My advice for people to consistently grow in this business is to stay close to the fire. I actually had a call with some very, very wealthy individuals in this space who were, just telling us, how are you going to be successful around non-successful people, right? So it's like, if I'm always, just like these individuals right here who've been in longer than I have, why would I try to be successful in this space, not around them as much as I can to be able to learn the knowledge from them? As well as, again, the Zoom calls. We have events all the time. We're actually flying out to Houston this coming weekend. We just left from Miami, just left from, all these different places where we're able to travel. So the success comes from also experience. The more you're getting on and actually doing the things that people are telling you to do. So it's like, if he tells me to do something and I don't do it, it's like, I don't really want to be successful because I'm not taking the things that he's saying, and applying them into my life, and really listening and applying, taking the things for real seriously, because it can be things that can change your life like that. People have 3 months, 6 months have been able to see tremendous growth just from staying close to the fire, getting on these trainings, browsing through the platform and everything that you have access to, and that's how you can be the most successful in this space.
Yeah, and I love that you say that. One thing that I would add is really just exposure. I was listening to one of my mentors and he hit it right on the head. Like, we're using what this academy provides. I have an obligation at this point to tell other people. And it comes down, when it comes to network marketing, it comes down to a numbers game. Like, how many people are you talking to on a daily basis about this? And the more you do, the more people get exposed to your business. 1 out of 10 people are gonna say yes, So really, it comes down to exposure as well. How are you consistently exposing people, new people, every single day about what it is that we do?
And I really like that. Honestly, you can tell she's a chairwoman. I have 2 chairwomen sitting next to me. But one thing I would add also is for anyone that's already in the business, you're looking to consistently grow. One thing I would tell you is just always remain humble, and remember, you don't know what you don't know. There's been points in my career, I'm sure they can attest to the same thing, where there's information that I thought I knew already or I thought I was comfortable with, and it closed me off to actually being able to really utilize the information. So I had to humble myself and remember, hey, Darian, you're not where you want to be just yet. So although you may think you know this information, just bring yourself back to a point where you knew you didn't know it and learn it with that same magnitude. So I would encourage everyone out there, no matter what it is that you think you've learned, always be willing to go back to phase one and remain coachable, remain teachable. And I was having a conversation, I think this was yesterday, but just be hungry, right? No matter where you get, no matter how much success you achieve, if you're in this space or you're looking to come into this space, be hungry, have a strong desire to really go after what it is that you want and stop at nothing.
What is the level of importance of having a mentor while being in this type of business? If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes, the level, I would say the level of importance of having a mentor, and honestly, having a mentor is a blessing because they don't have to do that. They don't have to mentor us. We don't have to mentor anybody else, but we do it out of the love from our hearts and really wanting to see other people win. But honestly, I would say it makes the difference between you being extremely successful with something and you getting like mediocre results. And like having a mentor is like, okay, you looking up to that person, they've been through the journey already. And the good thing about it is they're telling you where they messed up at to where you don't have to make the same mistakes. That's what I have learned in this space, having a mentor. It's like my mentors have told me things that really have just prevented me from making the same mistake. And so honestly, like I said, it really is the difference between having massive success in what we do and just being okay at it, doing good at it.
I would piggyback off that. Just with the analogy that he said, the difference between being taught by your uncle versus a LeBron James, right? So it's like if I am being coached by someone who's had ultimate success in this space, there's no reason why I can't get that same success because they're pouring everything they have into me. Proximity is everything. Like she said, exposure. I always pay attention to what God exposes me to. And then they are able to take me into different arenas. They're able to grow me and stretch me. It's like if you take me, like say for an example, you throw me in the fire, you allow me to, maybe let's say like as far as you're on stage and they call you up, they're exposing you, they're stretching that growth to you, putting you in positions to be uncomfortable and grow in this space.
Is there any little closing remarks I would like to leave for anyone, still kind of hesitant about joining? Like, what would be your last words of encouragement to go ahead and take that step and go for it?
Okay, just something quick. Okay, you got to look at the position that you're in right now, and you have to look at where you want to go. What you want your life to look like. Visualize it, write it down, and whatever that may be, you have to have a vehicle that's going to get you there, right? And so this is one of, I guess you could say, one of the simplest vehicles, to be completely honest with you. That's the first thing. And the second thing is know that this is 10% skill, 90% mindset. Like everything that you thinking may go wrong or you thinking as, I'm hesitant about, know that that's all in your head. It's all in your head. And it's so much more simpler than what you probably think it is. And so you change your way of thinking about it and your life gonna change. So that's what I would say.
Definitely. I mean, you hit it right on the head. Like this is because literally, like in my head, I'm thinking to myself, anyone that's hesitant or that right there about to make that decision, the biggest thing you have to know is, first of all, where are you right now? Like where are you right now in your life? What it is that you're doing? Where you're working? The people that you talk to consistently, where are they? What does your day-to-day look like? And then now analyze that, self-reflect, and then realize where is it that you want to go? Where do you desire to be? What does your destination look like, right? And from there, understand that we've identified where it is that we want to go, and now, thank goodness, right, we've had an opportunity placed in front of us that can actually transport us from where we're at to where we want to be. And that was this opportunity. That was Trade House Investment Group. So anyone, I'll be honest, if you can identify those two things and make them apparent to yourself, making this decision is going to be super, super easy for you. Because from there, you'll realize that, wow, not only is this a vehicle that can get me there, but I have people that have already gone there before. Places I want to be, they've been there, so now they can coach, just like the previous question, they can mentor and help me get there even faster. I don't have to start from scratch. I don't have to start from ground zero. I can start from experience that other people have already gained.
And lastly, I would say, with after analyzing your situation, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And one of the biggest things for me is when I actually look at this business and then I look at where I come from, it's just like we need spaces like this, especially young people, to be able to be connected to people who are 6 and 7, 8 figures at such a young age. Just imagine with just back to my appointment proximity, what it'll be able to do for your life to be exposed to greater and to more. And I also love that this isn't like a dance club or a music club. It's a skill. It's something that you can learn, right? So you don't have to be talented. You don't have to be super smart, right? You don't have to be great to start. You have to just start to be great. And so that's what I love about this business.